Hey Crafty Babes, Andrea here, and I'm really excited to share with you some preparation that I've done for my 2016 December Daily album. I am using a 6x8 Simple Stories snap album. It's got a little spine that I'll probably fill in with something fun, and then it's this gorgeous black and white stripe. And on the inside, I think it's my favorite part, polka dots. And I have adhered this acrylic piece from Ellie Studio right to the cover, and I placed it here for a reason, because I wanted to make sure that it was still seen when I had my pages open. So you'll see as we go through it that it never gets covered up, and that's kind of what I was looking for. So here, what I have done so far is I've made some divider tabs, and I have also made some planner pages. So I'm not going to be prepping any pages. I have found that over the years it frustrates me, and then I end up taking a bunch of pages apart because really I treat this project like I would any project life or scrapbooking project, where the photos that I'm working with, I want to make sure that my supplies match them as well. So I'm not going to just throw inserts into pockets and then just start slipping photos in as they happen. That's just kind of not how it works for me. So, but what I am doing to prep is just making myself a foundation. So I have a blank page here, and this is going to be my cover, but I'm waiting for the Felicity Jane. I got the paper add-on pack, and I'm really excited about the papers, and I want to use a specific few of them in the next couple of pages. So I'm waiting on that, but this is going to be my cover. And I have some letters from Fancy Pants Designs that I'm going to use. It's just going to say gray, and then I'll put the the year or something like that, or maybe another little cute symbol or something. But so that's still a work in progress. And also a work in progress is my I don't even know what I'm calling it. I guess I'm calling it an activity list, or maybe even a wish list, because it's Christmassy. And it's just a list of all the things I want to make sure I capture. So even if 3 or 4 of these things happen on the same day, I still want to make sure that I capture all of these things. These are the things that I like to make sure we do during the month. So I've got it written down on a little piece of paper so that I don't lose it, and I've just taped it down. This is not how it's going to look. So once I get those Felicity Jane papers, then I will continue on with this. And here is something that I've done in the previous years. This calendar download is free from stitchintime.typepad.com. She's really amazing. She does some amazing vintage designs, and she's got 4 different color schemes of this calendar, and it's meant to be a 6x8. And so what I did is, instead of putting it into a page protector, 6x8 page protector, I just trimmed it a little larger so that I had room for the holes, and I just made a teeny tiny white border around that, just so that it fit with the size I was doing with everything else. So my pages, the tabs and divider pages, are going to be longer than 6 inches. So my pages, will probably sit inside these dividers slightly, which is totally fine. So I will just fill this in with like a 1 or 2 little word description of things that I have, planned for the day, things that I know are already going to happen, things that are, obviously already on the schedule or on the calendar. And then is the first basically opening page of each week. So I'm doing chunks of weeks. I really loved how Gossamer Blue did kind of a planner style last year, and that was actually what got me really super interested in this whole modern planning thing. And it really was the kind of the catalyst to me start into the planner world. But what I have planned here is just, this is kind of the opening for the first week. So so basically what I did was I just glued 2 pieces of cardstock back to back to make this kind of thicker divider page. And then here I'm just using a transparency design. I found these at Michael's. I've had these for I don't know, I think I bought these probably a year ago, but then I saw that Paper and Spool was using them to make dividers for herself, and she's got an actual cut file where it cuts around and makes the divider tab for you. But I wanted a little bit of color on my tab, so I've used the Avery adhesive half tabs. I think these are 1/2-inch tabs. And that way I can put a little color, like maybe some washi tape, and then I think I'm going to type each of the weeks out. So I just want to be able to work on them in smaller chunks, and to me last year that made it a lot easier than just having kind of this ominous project in front of me with all of these days I haven't completed. So mentally it's just an easier way for me to work on it. So what I did was I just made kind of this opening little spread that just had some fun things that I'm so excited. I pretty much want to use everything. I had a hard time just starting because I really have a lot of fun stuff to work with. So here I just used a little stamp, two different stamps, to just denote that it's going to be December 1st through the 4th, and then in this section in here will be for all of the scrapbook pages. It'll be for, you know, large photos or small photos or envelopes or anything for this week that I want to put in here. All of my pages, everything's going to go in this section, and then after that is the calendar, and I'm basically going to use this as kind of a weekly wrap up. So last year I used it was designed to be in the beginning of the week, and then after that you put all of your pages in, but I guess I just kind of wanted to do a little something different. I didn't want it to be exactly the same, so I'm just doing basically a little wrap up. So I can list things that we did, I can put fun little embellishments down here, I can write maybe a story, something that I didn't have room for somewhere else, or just something I wanted to remember, or even just, you know, more embellishing. And then I just used stamps that came in the Gossamer Blue December Memories kit. And I think I didn't want to pre-stamp everything just in case I changed my mind, but I think I will use the same stamp in all of the weeks just so that it has some kind of, you know, uniformity. And then after this, so then this will basically close out the week, and then I've done like some bookends. So this is going to be like, you know, this is the end of the first week and then the beginning of the second week. So since they sit together like this, I wanted to make sure that they coordinated. And then I just, you know, I'm just kind of using some fun random things, and I made this little pocket out of a template. I just made an envelope, so it's like an envelope in the back, but it's really just a little place for, I don't know, maybe like some tickets or a receipt or something. I don't really know yet. Maybe nothing will go in there, maybe a little letter or something. And then here I just used a doily, and I just layered a couple of 3x4 cards and then put the date range here. I felt like I didn't really need to say December here, so I left that alone. And then again, here will be where all of the pages go for the week. Any of the stories and photos and all of that stuff, it's going to live in this section. And then what I might do, it just depends on, because see-through things on the back side kind of bug me. So I might, when I get to what the first page is, I might decorate here like with a doily on this side and maybe a couple of cards on this side that lay exactly in the same space, so that way you can't see through and it looks exactly the same. Not exactly the same, like I'd use different cards, but I think you catch my drift. And then this is the second week. Of course, I haven't dated or done any decorating on that. And here's the week 3. And this is so cute. I really loved that a lot of I did this on purpose, but the color scheme that I am working with this year has a lot of this kind of muted pink. And I really like that, you know, it still looks very Christmassy. You know, I like having lots of different colors to work with. And then again, I might put another card here, and then I really don't know how I would work. I don't know, maybe I could put like a doily on this side, because then it would still look like a doily on that side. So maybe I'll do that and just see what happens in the first section of that week, and then I'll just see what happens. And the 4th week is, I love this. I love this little card. It's from Ellie Studio, and their kit is called 'Tis the Season, and I just love this mix match of fonts and colors, and it's just super fun. I ended up not putting anything on this because I felt like it works on its own. I didn't want to put anything else there. And then here just did a little layering and then typed the date again, or the date range, on a little label there. And on the other side, again, this is where that week's stuff will live. We've got the 4th week here, or this is the 5th week. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, in the end of the 4th week. And then here is the 5th week, which I will be going all the way through the end of December. I know some people like to stop at the 25th, and that's fine. I've done that. I kind of do both, so let me just clarify. I do like to include in my album still things that are like Christmas cleanup and things that we're doing around the house that are still Christmas related, like, you know, putting the decorations away and that kind of stuff. And sometimes that doesn't happen till the 28th or 29th. So anything left over that's still Christmassy, I will put into basically week 5, which is 26 through 30. No, well, wait a minute, it's right here. I thought at least, 26 through 31. So I didn't put the dates here. And then what I usually do, because this is a separate album, in my large 12 by 12 family album, I put a little like a half page that says, hey, you know, December you can be found in this album, and kind of direct them here. But then at the end of that album, I might still include like 1 or 2 pages. Just depends on what photos I take during that week, because I'm usually off work. So I will typically do some, you know, kind of an end of the year page. So it might include our New Year's Eve plans or just, you know, random photos that we take during the week. But anything Christmassy that happens after Christmas, I usually like to include in here as well. I probably won't duplicate any of the photos unless they're super important. But most of the time what I've done is just, you know, Christmassy things can still remain in here for after Christmas, and then I will finish out the year in my big album with just kind of the stuff that happens at the end of the year that's not Christmassy. So that is all I have, and I think what I'm going to do, because I know that some of you were interested in knowing what was on this list, I think what I'll do is maybe I will just post this on my blog and maybe take a photo. I really wanted to try to get this done in a decorated fashion, but I really am looking forward to getting the other papers that I've ordered. So I may or may not post this, but if you're watching this, you're more than welcome to take some ideas from this list and use them for your December daily. Otherwise, have fun prepping your pages in your album. I know that we're all super excited about Christmas, and I don't know about you, but I've got decorations galore, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my weekend working on getting my house together. So I'm really excited, and I hope that you'll join me again. I plan to walk through, you know, maybe after I have a couple of weeks done, maybe you know, maybe each week. I'll have to see how it goes and what the time allows, but I would love it if you join me again when I have some more to share. So hopefully you guys are enjoying your weekend and your December daily prep. Talk to you guys really soon. Bye.
Pikachu! Hey guys, it's Marshall again.